What is the difference between a courtesan, a concubine, and a consort? This is something you need to know watching anime so you don't make the wrong assumptions about characters. Starting with courtesans, they're paid to have relationships with upper class or wealthy clients, meaning they're paid to have sex with them. They differ from prostitutes because they're taught skills to entertain their clients. For example, Rin is known for her nightly service, but she's also skilled in dancing, and Mei is skilled in board games like Shogi and Go. Now, these women all live together in a brothel where they take on clients based on who the madam or who the owner of the brothel decides they're going to be with. This is not a lavish lifestyle. The lower ranking you are as a courtesan, the less selective you get to be about who and what you're doing in the brothel. To be clear, the brothel literally owns them. And that's why courtesans can be bought out from the brothel to become wives. For example, we have Lihaku who's saving up to buy Rin. And he has to save up a long time for her because she's very expensive because she's a high-ranking princess in the verdigris house. Note there are some circumstances where they still remain virgins. For example, they could be waiting to sell their virginity, or in Joka's case, they could be sold for their talents rather than their body. It really just depends on the particular circumstances of that courtesan. And then we have concubines. These are women who are living with men who have lower status than his wife or wives. Now, the kind of person who would have a concubine or consorts is someone who is very affluential. For example, the emperor in the Apothecary Diaries. He has 4 consorts. Now, the consorts are the recognized spouse of the person, okay? They usually have some sort of ceremony that's similar to a marriage. Now, the consorts and the concubines all make up the imperial harem, and the whole point of a consort or a concubine is to produce an heir, companionship, or to enhance social status. Usually, these women are given with the intent that the emperor would find favor in them and then have sex with them to produce an heir. For example, men would give off their daughters, like how Li Shu was given off to the previous emperor because his particular taste in little girls. And when the creep passed away, she technically became a widow, but since the current emperor brought him into her harem, she is technically married to this emperor as well. To be clear, he is not a creep, he is not into her, he sees her as a daughter. Now, consorts and concubines can be given for numerous political reasons, like strengthening ties between families. It's not always to produce an heir, okay? And usually the imperial harem consists of so many women that the emperor couldn't possibly go visit all of them or have favor with all of them, so he has a select few, and those are the highest ranking, because like courtesans, there are rankings among the concubines and consorts. The ranking can depend on numerous things, like if you come from an affluential family, if you're favored by the emperor. It definitely helps if you have a kid with the emperor, especially if it's a boy or the heir. And of course, consorts are going to rank above concubines because they are technically the wives. There's honestly so much more I could say about this. Let me know if y'all have any questions in the comment section.